Hi and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the rapid spread of AI's practical applications that are not only occurring for different reasons, but also entail different implications, especially in the realm of human relationships. There is a trend towards robots playing a role in people's personal lives with the development of pet robots, toy robots, and sex robots. This leads to the possibility of living with robots just as easily as we live with TV, mobile phones, and the internet. Graduating from Siri, Alexa, and Google, research suggests that personal robots will share our physical and emotional spaces in the future. Designers of artificially intelligent systems are often focused on what the system does and on what the program needs to achieve. However, philosophers of robotics focus on the moral status and actions of the robot, which usually includes ethical analysis, questions, and assumptions on the realness and the mind of the robot. The roboticist David Levy has provocatively argued that there is nothing about human love and sex that could not be engineered into a suitably designed robot in the near future. He also argues that these machines would not only be psychologically pleasing, but that their users might even eventually find them preferable to human suitors, and that the machine itself would feel a love that, while it may be artificial in origin, is nonetheless genuine in its own feelings of love for the user. While we are nowhere near the point where we can build the kind of machine seen in science fiction, we are trying to get there. This raises the real question: what is real? This becomes important after all when your robotic lover tells you that it loves you. Should you believe it? One growing trend in robotics meant to deal with this emotion problem has been to design hardware and software that utilizes the human psychological tendency to ascribe human-like features, motivations, and emotions to animals and objects. John P. Sullins, in his 2012 article, Robots, Love and Sex: The Ethics of Building a Love Machine, highlights that humans have evolved a number of psychological weaknesses that can be leveraged to make a user accept simulated emotions as if they were genuine. Engineers and roboticists can program and design affective robots to mimic and manipulate human emotions and psychology, evoke loving or amorous reactions from their human users, simulate a loving relationship whilst also manipulating human reactions, causing the user to interact more easily and fondly with machines. According to Levy, in this way a robot would be able to form relationships at least as real and moving as those we have with our beloved pets. David Levy makes the point about attachment, that animals are themselves attachment figures for humans, even though their form of consciousness differs significantly from ours, and most of them do not, at least visually, resemble us. We talk to them, we love them, we care for them, and we grieve for them when they die. From pets, Levy moves on to examples of attachment to electronic objects, including virtual pets, like the Japanese Tamagotchi fad that had people devoting many hours of their lives to the care and feeding of an artificial toy pet that made noises when it wanted feeding and became ill and eventually died if it was neglected. It doesn't take much sophistication to build machines that will engage their user in compelling and effective relations. The technology already exists for making robot skin feel human and to embed haptic interfaces, perceptions of touch, taste, and smell in the robot's external membrane. It is already possible to create machines that provide stimuli that can evoke strong sexual reactions from some users. But the most important development for the future is software that will make a robot emotionally responsive, able to converse, laugh, and both learn from and teach its human partner. Lovotics is the conscious attempt to form a bond between the user and the robot, and it's the brainchild of Human Samani from the Interactive and Digital Media Institute at the National University of Singapore. Lovotics attempts to simulate the physiological reactions of the human body experiencing love through an artificial endocrine system, which is a software model of the same systems in humans, which include artificial dopamine, serotonin, endorphin, and oxytocin systems. Layered on top of this is a simulation of human psychological love. As the Lovotics website explains, their probabilistic love assembly consists of an AI psychological simulator, which will monitor its user and inductively reason the mood of the user through facial recognition and analysis of body language and physiology. It can then alter its own behaviour in an attempt to maximise the affection and loving behaviour of its user. Now, while Levy outlines there are some compelling and sometimes tragic reasons that might cause people to legitimately want to have robotic lovers, his most interesting argument is that we should take this technology seriously, mainly because we might be able to experience a more perfect love through its use. A machine that was designed to be the perfect match for its user and was also programmed to love the user completely would be immensely pleasing. After all, who could pass up a chance to be with their robotic soulmate? Levy's argument is that since these robots could add so much love and happiness to our world, it is almost a moral imperative that we work to make these theoretical robot companions a reality. Levy says, if indeed a robot could come into people's lives and that machine could meet every psychological need, fulfill every sexual desire, and enjoy all the same things as their owners, then certainly society would be forced to recognise human-robot love and possibly even human-robot marriage. I'll leave the final word to Sherry Turkle, whose work captures the crux of the human implications of AI. She says that even with the limited practical capabilities of the current sex and companion robots, they are causing some of us to mistakenly ascribe human qualities to these technologies and to search in vain to find comfort and companionship where none is actually to be found, all the while ignoring the other human beings that surround us.